The historian's fallacy occurs whenever an assumption that decision makers in the past viewed things from our perspective today, often with today's information. So in the first example, Thrasymachus says, the Messenians should not have started a war with the Spartans. Everyone knows you don't mess with Sparta. Adeimantus points out, they did not know how powerful the Spartans were back then. Starting the war did not seem like such a bad idea at the time. Here Adeimantus is trying to point out that the Messenians did have something to gain, and it didn't seem like they should lose that. It seemed like the Messenians had a pretty good chance, so they started a war. And it was with Sparta, so they lost. In the second example, Thrasymachus claims, anyone could have seen the Great Depression coming. The economic policies in the decades before made it obvious. Adeimantus points out, looking back, it is obvious to us that the Great Depression was coming, but we are looking for indicators of that. There were also indicators that the economy was doing well. And right before that, they had tons of growth in the economy, and then suddenly the Great Depression. Back then, it actually was fairly hard to predict that. And for our third example, Thrasymachus claims that the Romans should not have resisted Arabic numerals. They are clearly better than Roman numerals. Adeimantus points out people are always resistant to change, especially with something as integrated in society as a number system. They were so used to their number system, it was hard for them to see the advantages of the Arabic number system. So here, Adeimantus wants Thrasymachus to understand that the Romans, they didn't see how great the Arabic numeral system was. They had something that worked for them, so they just wanted to stick with it. They didn't have our information or our insight of being able to understand both. Or, many people back then didn't understand both, and they didn't understand how great the Arabic system was.